Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my review for WWE NXT for May 29th, 2019. And before the show actually started, we had a WWE.com exclusive with Drew Gulak getting interviewed, and he talked about how he wanted to face Kushida because he wanted to test to see if Kushida really was the best submission expert in all of professional wrestling in the world. So I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. He even says like he hasn't been impressed with him thus far, so this match will give Kushida a chance to prove himself. So there you go. Then we had the actual show itself. We had the commentary team of Beth Phoenix, Mo Manalo, and Nigel McGuinness, and it kicked right off with the match. It was Mia Yim versus Bianca Belair. I actually thought this was a really good opening matchup to the show. I really enjoyed it. Not Bianca Belair. Mo Manalo messed it up, and I just messed it up myself. Mia Yim starts the match immediately with a drop kick right out of nowhere. Eventually, though, Bianca Belair hangs her up on the top rope, and she tries to take out Mia Yim, but Mia Yim exchanges a roll-up. And the first half of the match is Mia Yim just, absolutely dominated Bianca Belair. She hits a really cool, suplex onto her. I really like that. But then eventually Bianca Belair, after Mia Yim goes for a ton of roll-ups, Bianca Belair ends up taking her head off with a clothesline, and she gets the heat in the match for a while. She hits a really cool Gorilla Plus Slam into the splash, and she takes too much time gloating, tells Mia Yim to kiss her ass, and then she goes for a running attack in the corner. Mia Yim moves out of the way. She hits the tarantula in the corner, but then eventually Bianca Belair just takes her head off with a right hand when Mia Yim goes to get in the win, and Mia Yim goes for some type of face buster, but Bianca Bianca Belair went for some type of face buster, but Mia Yim reversed it into a roll-up, and she tries 3 roll-ups in a row, backslides and small packages and such, but Bianca Belair continuously kicked out of it. Then eventually, Mia Yim mounted a comeback. She hit a cannonball in the corner, and then she hit the Eat Defeat, but it knocked Bianca Belair out of the ring. And Bianca Belair is just going to leave and take a count-out loss, but Mia Yim's not going to let that happen. She goes up and attacks her on the stage and fights her back to the ring, but Bianca Belair hits a face buster right into the apron, which is really goddamn cool. And it looks like Bianca Belair is going to get the victory. She goes for a powerbomb after, Mia Yim got in the win, just being the 10 count. But then Mia Yim wiggles out of it, and I forgot to mention too, prior to this, Mia Yim hit a code Yim, which was cool, but didn't get the victory. And Mia Yim hits Watch Your Neck, which is like, pretty much a face breaker using her shin. It gets the win, and I actually don't have a problem with this. I'm fine with Mia Yim going over here. I think they're going to have like one more match, and then obviously it'll be the end of this series. Mia Yim did an interview afterwards talking about how happy she was getting the victory. And yeah, I like this though. I thought it was a really good match. And then it shows the build-up for the NXT North American Championship match coming up at NXT Takeover 25 between Velveteen Dream and Tyler Breeze. I really enjoyed this. You had Velveteen Dream pull out the selfie stick and actually record a video on a cell phone, which was really cool. And he talks about how Tyler Breeze was, the new toy in NXT. He was, the one superstar that everybody was talking about. And he was really just taking shots at Tyler Breeze, saying that, when he found out that he was getting called up to the main roster, he got a standing ovation. That was the last time he got a standing ovation. And he talked about how he couldn't cut it on Raw or SmackDown, kind of showing all his past gimmicks. I really liked how he said, he's not as hard as he thought he was, and it shows, that segment, where he ended up getting, locked in the tanning salon, and he got badly sunburned. I thought that was awesome. But Tyler Breeze talks about how he was a franchise player in NXT, and he's here to prove that he could still go at the level of Velveteen Dream. And yeah, it was just basically a really good build-up video. Just definitely go watch it, and it really definitely hypes you up for the NXT North American Championship match. And then next, we had an interview segment with Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir, and they talk about Io Shirai. And Shayna Baszler says that, Io Shirai won't be able to bring any weapons to the match at NXT TakeOver 25, and that she has no friends left, and she has all the friends in the world, showing that, basically Io Shirai has no chance of winning this match. I liked it though; it was a nice way to build up to the match. Um, then we had my favorite match on the show. I thought this, if you haven't seen this match, definitely go watch it. It's an excellent match. Kushida versus Drew Gulak. This match was just an absolute excellent masterpiece of technical wrestling. I don't know which match I enjoyed more, this match or the match at NXT UK the same day. Uh, but this match, I think I might be enjoyed a little bit more because they're more technically sound wrestlers. They both start doing chain grapples to each other, and Drew Gulak has Kushida in like an armbar, and Kushida like rolls out of it to really get Drew Gulak to like break the hold, which was pretty cool. Drew Gulak does a reverse clover leaf, but Kushida gets out of that. Uh, Kushida goes for the hoverboard lock, but Drew Gulak counters it into an ankle lock, and they reverse that a couple times. Drew Gulak hits a body slam, but Kushida just immediately kicks him in the face. Uh, they exchange the triangulas to each other, and it's just a really good technical masterpiece. You just really got to go watch this match to really know. They do abdominal stretches and such, but then eventually Kushida ends up getting the win with a snap nail into the roll up, and Kushida gets the win. And I actually don't mind the finish because we'll find out that Drew Gulak on WWE.com challenged him to a submission match. So I thought this was a nice way to set up that match, and I thought this just was an excellent match here. I thought it was great. Really good submission match between both superstars. And then Io Shirai gets interviewed, and she says that she's not afraid of Shayna Baszler, and she can bring all the friends she wants. It's not going to help her Sunday, at Takeover. And then Candice LeRae comes up and thanks her for having her back, and she says that she's going to have her back in a match against Shayna Baszler at NXT Takeover 25. And I like this because obviously this establishes that, Io Shirai isn't completely screwed at Takeover, so I liked it. And then it sort of built up to the NXT Championship match between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. And, pretty much it just kind of showed everything we'd already saw. It did show Johnny Gargano winning the title. Adam Cole upset because, because it was a 2 out of 3 falls match, he didn't win the title because he beat Johnny Gargano in the first fall. Johnny Gargano saying that, he doesn't want to let Adam Cole hold the title because he doesn't know what NXT would look like with Adam Cole as champion. And he also, he even showed him in Cleveland on talk shows and such with the title. So I thought it was nice build-up package. Definitely check it out. Then we had the main event. It was a tag team match. Owen Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake with Jackson Ryko inside. And I thought this was, a solid match. He obviously didn't go too long because it had a fuck finish, but I was fine with that. Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake had a double backbreaker on a Danny Burch, which was cool. And then eventually Owen Lorcan gets the hot tag, and Jackson Ryko trips him from the apron, and the ref sees it and ejects Jackson Ryko from ringside. And as Jackson Ryko's leaving, the Street Profits come in and attack him, and the Street Profits, Lorcan and Burch, fight off the Forgotten Sons pretty much, and they tease the Street Profits, and only Lorcan and Danny Burch are going to go at it, and they go at it for a bit, but then Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake come in with steel chairs and lay everybody out. They call Jackson Ryko to come back and kind of do some damage, but then Roderick Strong and Adam Cole come out and attack Jackson Ryko from behind, throw him off the stage, and they throw him into the entrance ramp as well. Actually, no, that was the Street Profits that did that. And then Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake go out and fight Strong and Cole, but then Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish come out and attack them, and Undisputed Era just starts laying waste to everybody. Strong and Cole actually hit a super kick, high knee combination onto, I believe, Wesley Blake, which was cool. And then Fish and O'Reilly do the high-low onto Steve Cutler. And Undisputed Era stood tall, but they see that Jackson Ryko's getting back to his feet, so they put on the ladder. They hit him with the ladder, and then they hit right in the face. And then when they see he's getting to his face, they hit him right across the back. And then Undisputed Era stand on the ladder with just Adam Cole there, which is symbolic because, he has a chance to go for the NXT title, and he could really climb the ladder. And he pretty much says that this is going to be everybody's fate at NXT TakeOver 25. And that was the end of the show. And I actually thought this was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it had some 3 good to great matches on the show. And I thought it was a nice way to build to NXT TakeOver 25. So I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was great. I'm going to give it a B+. And that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell. So that way every time I upload a video, you guys get the notifications for it. Make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM brothers and all the Talkinator YouTube channels. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.